New tonight, reaction from the city of Grand Rapids to the NAACP's rejection of the 3 finalists for police chief. As we first reported at 6 o'clock, leaders of the Greater Grand Rapids NAACP say they cannot support any of the candidates, and the city should start a new search for police chief. 13 On Your Side's Andrea Flores joins us now with their concerns and what the finalists said today.
Julia, a new chief is expected to be named in a couple of weeks by City Manager Mark Washington. And now that the community and the media has had the opportunity to meet with these 3 candidates and ask them questions, but the NAACP wants the city to go back to the drawing board.
The top candidates that were selected are not the best candidates.
Greater Grand Rapids NAACP leaders say while the city had a community-driven approach in the search for a new police chief, there needed to be more community members involved in the selection process.
And we see that in the results. We have 3 men and only 1 of them is a person of color. No women.
The NAACP's Carlton T. Meyer says there's a lack of diversity in the men chosen. Battle Creek Chief of Police Jim Blocker, retired Milwaukee Police Inspector Chutiki Jackson, and Chicago Police Commander Eric Windstrom.
I think none of them are horrible candidates. I just want to put that out there right now.
In a public forum Wednesday, Windstrom mentioned his support for ShotSpotter, a controversial gunshot detection system, which worried Myers because of the lack of public support for that technology.
We just felt like, if he would have done the homework maybe more recently, 2 weeks ago, that policy was ratified by the city commission, he would have been more prepared to, have a better answer.
Windstrom addressed that issue Thursday, recalling how it's worked for him in the Chicago Police Department.
Oftentimes it's gotten us to injured persons quicker, so we can render aid quicker.
But he did say that the community's input is important to him.
If the police are using a tactic that is not supported by the community, then it's not a proper thing to do.
The NAACP wants to sit down with Jackson and get more answers about a deadly officer-involved shooting that he was involved in nearly 25 years ago in Milwaukee.
How would they respond to a situation like that happening in Grand Rapids, where an officer was involved in an officer-involved shooting? That's questionable. It would be good to see how would they respond, each one of them, to that kind of situation.
Which Jackson briefly addressed Thursday, too, clarifying more about the victim in that accidental shooting back in 1997.
No, he was not armed.
The city of Grand Rapids is responding to the NAACP's concerns, saying, quote, the city has just completed an exhaustive national search and interview process. The city manager will be reviewing feedback from all stakeholders and community members before making a decision. The NAACP also added that they were surprised to hear that candidate Jim Blocker had not heard of the Cure Violence program, which is part of the police department's current strategic plan. The city is asking residents to fill out a survey online about these candidates, which will be open through next Wednesday, and you can find a link to that on our website, 13onyourside.com.